broadcasting live from inside the Ishikone headquarters in Malcolm, where the scene is utter chaos. This summit was supposed to bring hope to Galenti-Caldari relations, but the Federation escort, a Nyx mothership flown by Alexander Noir, has set a deliberate collision course with this station.
So EVE Online is a space fighting trading game. It's a massively multiplayer game that's been out for 6 years now. We launched it in May 2003, and it's been growing ever since. And it's different from other MMOs in the fact that everybody plays on the same server. So there's only one world, there are no shards. So the 250,000 people that now play the game, they all share the same game experience. Well, I think massively multiplayer games are different from traditional games in the sense that the people that play them are probably more important than the game themselves. So often when you have more mature massively multiplayer games, they are even better than new games because they've gone through a maturity phase where I mean, we have done a lot of additions and improvements to the game based on player feedback. And also when you have a vibrant community of 250,000 people, you're a new player starting in a world like that. That world is much richer. There is much more opportunity to make new friends and be part of exciting things inside the world. So we often look at MMOs like red wine. The older, the more mature, the more sophisticated. So we don't really see an issue whether the game is 6 years or just launched. I think ultimately people want to play with other people. And now that that has become available, then we will see more and more networked games, whether they're massively multiplayer games or VADIRs or other forms of games that involve playing with other people. It's the difference between playing solitaire or playing poker with your friends. It's always more fun to play a game where you're playing the people and not necessarily the game. So I think there's going to be a continued shift of all games that come out to have some like social aspects to them and networked aspects to them. So of course there's room for a lot of games like that on the market. But whether you can have an infinite amount of fantasy, massively multiplayer role-playing games, I don't think that's the case. I think the path for a diversified online offering is to have various genres and various sort of settings offered. And we have certainly seen that with our setting, which is a sci-fi setting, that people are often welcome that because there's a lot of fantasy games out there. We have followed what people are doing, and we have added more and more grouping functions, or basically the core of EVE Online is a corporation. People create a corporation, they recruit their friends into the corporation. Then the corporation can join a large alliance, which is basically a family of corporations. That alliance can then compete over territory with other alliances. So these are all things that we have built into the game after we followed people forming their own corporations and their own alliances without the game really supporting it. So we have added a lot of things like that. Similarly, we have added a democratically representative console where people can vote for other players to form like a governance committee which assists us in developing the game onward. Well, CCP is 11 years old. We founded the company in summer '97 in Iceland, but we have since branched out. We have now offices in Shanghai in China, Atlanta in America, and even have an office here in the UK. So we now have close to 400 people working on various projects of the company, and we've basically taken 300 of those 400 people and focused them now on building a special new expansion, which is going to be our entry into retail. Well, you can go already to our site eveonline.com, and there you just press the download link and you download the game and create your account. There's a 14-day trial included, so you can jump right into the game now. You don't have to wait for the retail launch. So the game is there, vibrant, with 250,000 people playing it. So just go to eveonline.com to join. We're launching in retail on the 12th of March, and the expansion is going to go live to all existing players on the 10th of March.
Okay, thank you very much.